Right then. Where did I leave off? Alright, your gun is destroyed, but you can still shoot at infantry because you've still got a machine gun. Do I actually have any moves to make? Oh, yes, I do have some moves to make before I start the next turn. I was tucking you there to ambush the T-34, which has now been defeated. Abandoned, anyway. Which is good enough for me. Now then. Okay, also you get back up there. You. I don't think you're opening yourself up to... Well, hang on. There was another... That T-34 starting to move down that road now. Now, I wonder... Can I start to gain sufficient superiority in fire against the Soviet troops in the church to actually wipe them out? Yeah, I don't think I want to actually give you any target orders. I want you to just shoot at whatever seems to you like a viable target. The infantry is starting to run low on ammo. So there is some urgency in winning the fight against their infantry. What shall I do with you? Maybe move you around to this flank. That platoon has gotten a bit scattered. start trying to restore some cohesion to these units. Okay, and I think I'm content to let these orders play out. Now, maybe I want to... You're pretty tired. Maybe I want to switch these to move commands, since you're not under fire right now. Move is good for making forward progress while in relative safety without getting tired out. Maybe I'll start bounding these machine guns forward as well. Okay. On to the next turn. Oh, what happened there? Man, we got hit by something. T-34 there got a shot on it. Alright, we're eliminating some of those squads. This move wasn't worth it. I'm thinking I want to try to actually close with them to destroy them. That squad's managing to make it forward without casualties. So that is suspected of being a T-26. X. Ah, okay. Dropped a bomb. Did we hit anything? No. Naturally. Okay, that is a T-26, but it's a model 1931 with the twin machine gun turrets. You guys are not shooting. Why not? Okay. Getting my R-35s forward. I may have gained enough space to push my infantry forward to this clump of trees. Yeah, that's fair. In fact, let's cancel all your movement commands. Alright, that machine gun is continuing to fire. This one will soon be set up a fair bit closer. It'll soon be about exactly 100 meters closer. Once it's set up, I'll bound this machine gun forward another 100 meters or so. Alright, shall I commit to a large... Okay, so what's the reason you guys aren't shooting here? You think you do have a line of fire. I want to get more of you committed to moving forward. I want to overwhelm these defenses. We've got a lot of firepower pouring down on them. Why aren't you shooting? Oh, you are low on ammo. Okay. Begin advancing you guys down over this slope here towards these woods. So I think I am going to end up taking Kirikov. Then the question is, can I hold it? Got that T-37 tankette. Hopefully that T-34 is continuing to move forward. Okay. Maybe I should have given an assault order rather than an advance one. I think... yeah, we're winning here. Bugger. Are we taking casualties? Now, the distance is long enough. And I think we've got a bit of a rise in the ground working in our favor. So the fact that my guys are taking cover, I think, is saving them from suffering many casualties. Oh. IR-35s are shooting at it. Dropped a few more bombs. We don't know if we actually accomplished anything with that. That one landed pretty close. There's a chance it might have disabled them. Like, it could have done some track damage at that, with a hit that close. Oh. And we found more mines the hard way. Luckily, it looks like we only suffered one casualty for it. I can turn some of my tank's attention. Oh, I think there are more T-26s here than there were a while ago, and oh my god, is that a KV-2? Oh, bugger. Uh, oh, crap. I don't have anything that can kill this. That's just the most ridiculous looking tank in the world. But, yeah, there are no guns on my side of the map that can penetrate 75 millimeters of armor. Maybe 60 mil. Certainly not 110 mil. My only hope is that that one is misidentified, that we don't actually... that isn't actually a KV-2. But if they're getting more reinforcements, hopefully I'll get some more too. Hmm. Alright, these infantry have gotten to the woods. You should probably stop. Okay. I think... yeah, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these tanks next. I could maybe park this guy right here and wait for that T-34 to pass. Kind of want to wait for those guys to move a little further forward to get into a somewhat more vulnerable position before I start trying to hunt them down. Yeah, I don't think reversing is actually going to get you any safety here. I think what you actually want to do is move forward to get lower. Okay. Maybe I should pull you back from that spot. I think you are a little too exposed. They're getting some hits in, though. And hopefully that KV-2 is... Nope, that's definitely a KV-2, alright. That is not misidentified. Okay. 152 millimeter gun. I mean, thankfully it missed, but ye gats, do you see the size of that explosion? Alright, yeah, this Panzer II is not currently engaging under favorable conditions. Oh no, did it just expend the last of its AP? It did. Dang it. Soviet infantry. those tanks could just come forward a little bit into the village. Oh, reverse. There we go. Do still have plenty of HE for fighting the Soviet infantry. I just don't want you to be fighting the tanks. Get down as low as possible. Yeah, you can't get down that slope. Yeah, basically all the infantry in Kirikov are almost out of ammo. Okay, that tank is coming forward. Just come forward a little bit more. Yes, excellent. That one's knocked out, though. Excellent. Okay. 2 fewer tanks to worry about. Maybe I should pull you back a little bit. Okay, their tanks are coming forward. Oh, crap. That's quite a lot of them coming in. I hope I have some more reinforcements coming, or I'm going to be outmatched. Okay, at least not all of their tanks have armor-defeating weapons. Actually, wouldn't mind if my infantry had some anti-tank rifles. Don't German infantry of this time period have an anti-tank rifle, the Panzerbücher? Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few of those right about now. I could start stacking them up in some of these houses, and then my tanks would not be my only anti-tank defense. Well, I do have one more anti-tank weapon. It's been a little while since any Soviet aircraft have come by. If I can back you up into a decent position. See, I had more anti-tank weapons than just the tanks, but I squandered them. Oh no, is this knocked out? I was hoping if I could get it down into low enough ground, that would break line of sight with the T-34. That seemed to work for a bit. Okay. That one has a bit more armor. We might not be able to get through. The R-35 is such a poor hole puncher, is so bad at anti-tank work that even the BT-7 has sufficient armor to provide pretty decent protection against it. Okay. So that was a brutal turn. So things are still... Ah, excellent. Reinforcements. What have we got? You know, I'm not sure these will help much. They'll be great for anti-infantry work, but we've got waves of Soviet tanks coming our way. I need more anti-tank weapons. Particularly if we could get something that could punch through... where did that KV-2 go? Well, something that can punch through 75 millimeters of armor would be nice. Like an 88. Can we drag one of those up? Or ideally, a few? Oh, right. Oh, so you are all now firing at the enemy infantry. Mm. Okay, let's... It is quite a long range to be firing at this infantry. I'd rather you move closer to something a bit more useful. Oh, right. I need to find some information on that 31M LMG. Hungarian 31M LMG. Not sure you can win that fight. Maybe reversing that away is the right move. Okay. Oh, right. I need to back some of the... No? Okay. Maybe okay right there. Oh, I forgot to give orders to the half-tracks. What do they actually have here? That one doesn't appear to have anyone in the back. That one has a company HQ, rifle squad, So I think we've got about a platoon, an extra platoon maybe. Oh, yeah, one thing that does work in my favor here is that we are on a very short time limit. So we may just time out before this fresh wave of Soviet reinforcements can overrun me. Another one? It's actually quite an eclectic mix of tanks here. Like, we're getting the occasional T-34, a single KV-2 mixed in with mostly T-26s and BT-7s. Like, the T-34s aren't coming as part of T-34 units. What? Okay, so that thing has just been driving around. Now, they're probably navigating a traffic jam. Let's see. Alright, you have... a little over 100 meters to go there. Hmm. Okay, what can I do with these half-tracks? They're really not what I need right now. I think I'm doing okay against their infantry. Maybe extend my line a little further left. Have them rush forward to drop off infantry in these woods. Okay. Do, but wait out the timer and hopefully let some more of these tanks come into our kill zones. But, you know, there's no ground objective to reach. Well, okay, there's that one, but we're not going to reach it. The objective is just kill as many enemy soldiers and break as much of their equipment as we can. We are probably accomplishing that to a pretty decent degree. Like we're probably inflicting a lot more casualties on them than they are on us. May try to make a push towards this building. Well, no, if they've still got tanks alive in the open that some of which are too strong for me to do anything about, then making a further push is probably inadvisable. So we are mostly just going to focus on consolidating and trying to set up good ambushes for them to fall into. I'm expecting we may have a fight over here shortly. Oh, not on the terms I was hoping for. One enemy soldier left, and he's a submachine gunner. Okay, we'll probably have him eliminated shortly. Half tracks are starting to move. Okay. And I guess we'll just continue, since I don't think I have any fresh orders to offer. You're pinned. Okay, fortunately still not taking casualties. The long range is working in our favor. Oh. Hang on. You're firing an area target, or are you firing your smoke rounds? Well, we'll just carry on. Assume that must be one of ours, because our anti-aircraft gun isn't shooting at it. Okay. The tanks are moving forward. As long as they move forward up into these streets, we can take them out. Okay, if those tanks move themselves out of this picture on the left, we may be able to assault the brick building and the house to the right of it. Really want more of them to pour up these streets here. Okay. Got a little bit further to go. Did it actually do anything? Was it? flank shot T-34 with either my Panzer IV or my Stug. I can take it out. In fact, this turn is the right moment to move the Stug up. Let's do fast move to there, and then move to contact with a cover armor arc to ensure you don't stop for anything but a sighting on that T-34. Oh, you don't need to move to contact that far, probably. And if I also move you forward, the more guns I move forward, the better. I want to stack up favorable odds. Yeah, he may be presenting a good flank target for you by the time you get out there. Because our 75mm guns can penetrate the side armor of the T-34. Certainly the lower hull and the upper hull, the lower hull and the turret, probably the upper hull as well. We've got numbers for penetration at 0 and 30 degrees for the 75mm gun. At 500 meters, can punch through 60 millimeters of armor at 0 degrees and 51 at 30 degrees. That's more than 45, so it can get through. The range we're looking at here is definitely less than 500 meters. So we can absolutely get through the side armor. Now the frontal armor, since it's sloped at 60 degrees, we probably could not get through. In fact, we could not get through the upper front hull. We cannot get through 45 millimeters of armor sloped at 60 degrees. But at 30 at 0 degrees, we can punch through. Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's try to kill one more T-34. No idea what I'm going to do about that KV. Hopefully it just won't even matter. Damn it, we do need to hit. What are you doing? Crap. What are you doing? Damn it. Oh, we got a penetration though. Front turret penetration. Damn. Right, okay.
Feuer einstellen. Klopfen. Feuer einstellen. Klopfen.
Whoa! I'm thinking we should abandon the church. Well, okay. Is it worth doubling down on this? Honestly, maybe. Okay, but you're getting shots now on that BT-7. Sounds good to me. You're still panicking. Now, with only HE left, it's actually like the dedicated armor-piercing rounds don't only actually have like a little bit more penetration than the high explosive rounds. And the high explosive rounds, I'm guessing the only reason the HE rounds can punch through any armor is well, the shell casing is still made of metal and it's still going at 880 meters per second, so it's still got a lot of kinetic energy. It's just a thinner shell casing where the armor piercing is solid. But yeah, 517 meters. Definitely hitting at an angle. I don't think the odds are very good of you getting through. Well, might as well shoot, I guess. Damn it. Oh! Okay. Things worked out. The T-34 was abandoned anyway. Okay, now I just need to pull this Stug out of danger. Oh, okay. End of the battle. Okay. Tactical victory. Ooh, that is a favorable loss ratio. What is that? Okay, I took 64 casualties to the enemy's 247. So, calculator time. 247 divided by 64. 3.86 to 1. That's not bad. Vehicle losses were pretty similar. I lost 12, they lost 13. They lost 3 guns, I lost 1. The kill ratio, 49 divided by 16, pretty similar to the overall loss ratio, about 3 to 1. Actually, hang on, that implies... my killed to wounded ratio... Okay. So I have 3 wounded for every 1 man killed. That's pretty typical. So, yeah. My, the efforts of my medics was apparently about par. The Soviets had about a 4.45 to 1 killed to wounded ratio, so a Soviet soldier in this battle who became a casualty had a better chance of surviving than a German or Hungarian soldier who became a casualty. I expect that is a certain amount of random luck. Maybe more of my casualties were from high explosives. Or, I don't know. Yeah, okay, the AI seems to struggle with masses of tanks. But, yikes. I'm glad I ultimately did not have to deal with that KV-2. Yeah, I think if you're gonna give the AI masses of tanks, or really the time limit needs to be long enough to let the AI do what it needs to do. So if it takes it a little bit longer to sort out a traffic jam, probably need to make the time limit a little bit longer. It worked out for me, though, that the time limit was so short. Oh, wow, they had a lot of infantry in these woods here. It worked out for me that the time limit was so short because if they had been able to bring this force to bear, I don't think I could have stopped them. I think if this battle had dragged on another half hour, I probably would have lost. Lucky for me, it didn't drag on another half hour. Anywho, that was Barbarossa to Kirikov. Finally took the Germans out for a spin and got to take the Hungarians out for a spin. They didn't really get a chance to bring their forces to bear. I think they kind of started on an unfavorable edge of the map. So, hopefully we, get to actually see them in action a little bit better at a later date. But next up will be another combat mission, Africa Corps battle. Yeah.